Have you ever felt trapped by other people's opinions, as if those opinions were suffocating you? The incessant search for the approval of others prevents you from living authentically and following your own dreams. Remember, living to please others is a path to frustration, while living for yourself is a path to freedom. Hello, how are you? And here are 10 things you don't need to approve of anyone, even if sometimes you think the opposite. Let's start with appearance. Want to change your look? Maybe you're tired of your appearance and want to try something new. People around you can make a comment, but remember, the important thing is how you feel. Your authenticity is what matters, and you won't even notice the speed with which everyone will get used to your new self and change the subject. You don't need approval to change your style. You are the average of the 5 people you get along with the most. This sentence is very cliché, but if your current circle is not helping you grow, maybe it's time to make some changes. It is your responsibility to adjust your environment to your goals. If there is a negative person you would like to avoid, the last thing you should worry about is the approval of that person. It's hard, but if you feel deep down that change is necessary, 1, you don't need approval to change your social circle. Now, something you might want is to be more sociable or change some personal habit. If that's what you want, go ahead. Even if people around you are strange at first, you have every right to change the way you behave whenever you want. Think of a butterfly that breaks your casulo. The transformation can be uncomfortable, but it is necessary to fly. 3. You do not need approval to change your behavior. Everyone has their own truths, and sometimes that means abandoning old beliefs that do not make more sense. Do not be afraid to follow what you really believe. When Darwin proposed the theory of evolution, he was ridiculed but followed his convictions. I did nothing like what he did, but I had to abandon many beliefs in relation to employment when I created this channel. It's not easy, but it's highly rewarding. 4. You don't need approval to change your beliefs. And speaking of beliefs, it is expected today that a young person has a diploma, get a good job, build a house, buy a fancy car, and be successful. For some, this may be a dream, others may consider it a nightmare. Life priorities vary from person to person. If your goals do not align with what others expect from you, follow your heart. Life is yours, and living according to your own goals is what will bring true satisfaction. 5. You don't need approval for your life priorities. Now, we all have dreams that seem crazy or unattainable. Don't let the fear of other people's judgment prevent you from pursuing them. The fulfillment of these desires is what gives color and meaning to life. Remember Walt Disney, who was fired for lack of imagination before creating his empire of dreams. Probably this desire will not be something easy to do, but remember that you can try and get it. 6. You do not need approval to fulfill your deepest desires. And something that for several times locks our life is about our relationships. This is a totally personal issue, but many people judge shamelessly the choices of others. What they base their judgments on, however, is just a surface. Only you and your love know each element of your relationship that most people may not even notice. 7. You don't need approval for your relationship choices. Imagine a man being a dancer or a woman playing football. Both are incredibly determined to get to the top. 8. You don't need approval for your relationship choices. They overcome obstacles and become better. Following your passion may seem strange or unusual to others, but that's what makes you unique. Steve Jobs followed his intuition when creating Apple, changing the world of technology. 10. You don't need approval to follow your intuition. Remember, you are the only one responsible for your personal happiness and fulfillment. Don't let the search for approval prevent you from being who you really are. A big hug, be a better person.